Welcome children to the second part of chapter Ustad Bismillah Khan. As it was told that this Shehnai was the part of the Naubat. Naubat means the group of nine musical instruments which were played at the royal court. Ustad Bismillah Khan brought this Shehnai, this instrument, to classical stage from wedding ceremonies to temples. By the time it was only played in wedding ceremonies and in temples. So let's continue the chapter. The young boy took the music early in life. At the age of 3, when his mother took him to his maternal uncle's house in Banaras, now Varanasi, Bismillah was fascinated watching his uncle practice the Shehnai. Soon Bismillah started accompanying his uncle Ali Baksh to the Vishnu temple of Banaras, where Baksh was employed to play the Shehnai. So, Bismillah Khan started learning music at a very tender age. And when Bismillah Khan was just 3 years old, his mother took him to his parents' house, that is his maternal uncle's house in Banaras, which is now called as Varanasi. Bismillah Khan was attracted so much by his uncle's playing Shehnai, and he also wanted to learn playing Shehnai. Soon, Bismillah started learning from his uncle Ali Baksh in the temples of Banaras, and where Ali Baksh has a job of playing Shehnai at the Vishnu temple of Banaras. And he was his duty to play the instrument in the temple. Ali Baksh would play the Shehnai and Bismillah would sit captivated for hours on end. Slowly, he started getting lessons in playing the instrument and would sit practicing throughout the day. For years to come, the temple of Balaji and Mangalamaya and the banks of the Ganga became the young apprentice's favorite haunts where he would practice in solitude. The flowing waters of the Ganga inspired him to improvise and invent ragas that were earlier considered to be beyond the range of the Shehnai. So when this young boy Bismillah Khan saw his uncle play the Shehnai, he was very much fascinated towards it, very much captivated towards it. On end means for a very long time without stopping. Okay, he was going on listening to his uncle's playing the Shehnai, and he would sit there and spend hours listening to them. Slowly, he started learning and started taking lessons to play Shehnai, and he would practice throughout the day. He never got fed up, he never got tired of learning. Instead, he was very curious to learn the instrument. For many years, he stayed there in Banaras. He would sit in the temple of Balaji and Manglamaya temple there, and remained on the banks of Ganges, where he would practice in solitude, in isolation, in loneliness, in peace, all by himself. And he was so inspired by the motivated by the flowing waters of Ganga. He inspired by the Ganga, and he was very much provoked to get better his performance, and he also invented those ragas that were considered impossible to be produced by such an instrument, Shehnai. And he worked assiduously, he worked very hard to produce different sounds with the Shehnai. At the age of 14, Bismillah accompanied his uncle to the Allahabad Music Conference. At the end of his recital, Ustad Fayaz Khan patted the young boy's back and said, "Work hard and you shall make it." With the opening of the All India Radio in Lucknow in 1938 came Bismillah's big break. He soon became an often heard Shehnai player on radio. So, at the age of 14, he accompanied his maternal uncle to the Allahabad Music Conference. And when his performance ended, Ustad Fayaz Khan appreciated him and was very much impressed by his work, and said that if he would work hard, he would definitely make his name in the field of music. And when All India Radio started its station in Lucknow, Ustad got a break and he started performing there. Often people could hear his performance on air. When India gained independence on 15 August 1947, Bismillah Khan became the first Indian to greet the nation with his Shehnai. He poured his heart into Ra Kafi from the Red Fort to an audience which included Mahatma Gandhi and Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, who later gave his famous Tryst with Destiny speech. He was the first Indian to greet the whole country through his Shehnai. He performed from the Red Fort on this unforgettable and historic occasion of India's independence. He played Rag Kafi. On this memorable day of the independence of India from Red Fort. In the same occasion, Jawaharlal Nehru, the first PM of India, gave his famous speech, Tryst with Destiny. It is considered as one of the greatest speeches of him. Bismillah Khan has given many memorable performances both in India and abroad. His first trip abroad was to Afghanistan, where King Zahir Shah was so taken in by the maestro that he gifted him priceless Persian carpets and other souvenirs. The King of Afghanistan was not the only one to be fascinated with Bismillah's music. So he has given many performances, and some are memorable, like the one at Afghanistan. The king of Afghanistan, Zahir Shah, liked Bismillah's performance very much and gifted him many expensive things which were made in Afghanistan, and which are like Persian carpets, etc., and many souvenirs. Souvenirs are things given in memory of a place, person, or event. And the king was not the only person who was very much fascinated by his Shehnai, but there were many other people who liked his Shehnai, who liked him and his Shehnai. Film director Vijay Bhatt was so impressed after hearing Bismillah play at the festival that he named a film after the instrument Goonj Uthi, called Goonj Uthi Shehnai. The film was a hit, and one of Bismillah Khan's composition, Dil Ka Khilona Hai Toot Gaya, turned out to be a nationwide chartbuster. And a film director, Vijay Bhatt, made a Hindi movie, and he was so attracted by his Shehnai that he named his movie Goonj Uthi Shehnai. And the film was a hit, and there was a song composed by Ustad Bismillah Khan become a super duper hit and broke all the records. The song was Dil Ka Khilona Hai Toot Gaya. Then, despite his huge success in the celluloid world, Bismillah Khan's ventures in film music were limited to two: Vijay Bhatt's Goonj Uthi Shehnai and Vikram Srinivasa's Kannada venture, Sannidhi Apanna. I just can't come to terms with the artificiality and glamour to the film world, he says with emphasis. And because though the film was very much hit, and the song Dil Ka Khilona Hai Toot Gaya was a big chart buster, big hit, his Bismillah Khan got a big success in his movie. He composed music only for two movies. One for Vijay Bhatt's Goonj Uthi Shehnai, and the other is a Kannada movie by Vikram Srinivasa called Sannidhi Apanna. The film's name was Sannidhi Apanna. And Ustad says that he did not like the artificial and unnatural world of films and the glamour of this world. This is the reason he did not compose the music in any other movies other than these two movies. Awards and recognition came thick and fast. Bismillah Khan became the first Indian to be invited to perform at the prestigious Lincoln Center Hall in the United States of America. He also took part in the World Exposition in Montreal, in the Cannes Art Festival, and in the Osaka Trade Fair. So well known did he become internationally that an auditorium in Tehran was named after him, Tahar Music-Ustad Bismillah Khan. Bismillah Khan, so he received many awards and he got so much name and fame. Ustad performed almost all over the world. He performed in the prestigious Lincoln Center Hall in United States of America, in World's Exposition in Montreal and in Cannes also, and in Japan Osaka Trade Fair. So many places, in international places, he performed. Bismillah Khan was so much famous all over the world that an auditorium in Tehran, which is located in Iran, has been named after him and which is known as Tahar Music Ustad Bismillah Khan. National award like the Padma Shri, the Padma Bhushan and the Padma Vibhushan were conferred on him. And this all national awards, Ustad was also awarded with these all national awards. What is this? Padma Vibhushan, Padma Shri and Padma Bhushan. In 2001, Ustad Bismillah Khan was awarded India's highest civilian award, the Bharat Ratna, with the coveted award resting on his chest and his eyes glinting with rare happiness. He said, "All I would like to say is teach your children music. This is Hindustan's richest tradition. Even the West is now coming to learn our music." So in 2001, when Khan Sahib received India's highest civilian award, Bharat Ratna, his eyes were glinting, his eyes were shining. He told all the Indians to teach music to their children because music is the richest culture and tradition of India. And he said that even people from Western countries wanted to learn Indian music. In spite of having travelled all over the world, Khan Sahib and he is fondly called, as he is fondly called, is exceedingly fond of Banaras and Dumrao, and they remain for him the most wonderful towns of the world. A student of his once wanted him to head a Shehnai school in the USA, and the student promised him to recreate the atmosphere of Banaras by replicating the temples there. But Khan Sahib asked him if he would be able to transport river Ganga as well. So, though he travelled many countries all over the world, he remained rooted to Banaras, where he learned music, and Dumrao, where he was born and brought up. For him, these two towns were the most beautiful and wonderful towns of the world. Once one of his friends wanted him to open a Shehnai school in USA. He promised that he would replicate the temples of Banaras so that Ustad would not miss those temples there. But Khan Sahib asked him, "Will you be able to bring the river Ganga also to America?" So, this is the answer he gave him. Will you be able to bring the river Ganga also to USA, to America? Later, he was remembered to have said, "That is why whenever I am in a foreign country, I keep yearning to see Hindustan. While in Mumbai, I think of only Banaras and the Holy Ganga. And while in Banaras, I miss the unique mutt of Dumrao." As he was very much attached to his place, he wanted to tell him that he could not leave his place, that is India. He was attached to all the temples and the rivers of Banaras. He said, "Whenever I am outside India, I long to see India." And when he was in Mumbai, he longed to visit Banaras and the Holy Ganga. And when he was in Banaras, he missed his birthplace, Dumrao. Ustad Bismillah Khan's life is a perfect example of the rich cultural heritage of India, one that effortlessly accepts that a devout Muslim like him can very naturally play the Shehnai every morning at the Kashi Vishwanath temple. So Ustad was an epitome of the rich cultural heritage of India. His work was beyond religious barrier. Though he was a strict Muslim, he would play Shehnai at the Kashi Vishwanath temple. So children, here we complete our chapter.